from Ada, Minnesota, and Mason Miller could be ready to step in on the offensive line for the NDSU Bison. And you kind of feel your time is now. You feel like you've obviously you've learned from some real great guys, and another good one in front of you that's in the NFL now.
Yeah, Cordell, obviously taught me a lot. He was here for 2 years, or with me for 2 years, that spring season and then last fall. And I just learned so much from him, and just so thankful that I had the opportunity to be with him for 2 years. But, I think him teaching me and him preparing me, that's, all the guys, teaching the younger guys and preparing the younger guys to, fill their shoes eventually and, take their spots is kind of, how this program is. And I think he did a pretty good job. Hopefully he did a good job, because I feel like I'm ready to go. And so, yeah.
What did you learn from the most from watching him?
Just his passion and love for the game. Even in practice, he almost practiced harder than he played in games, because that's just how he approached every day. And, just his mindset was really something that, I had never really seen a guy that was that in love with the game and that played his whole life was for the game. And for Bison football, and just learning that from him and how to identify yourself in that was pretty special.
Take me back a couple of years. You were from a small town playing 9-man football, and that's a story that's been it's a story that comes a lot from this program. Kind of take me back to that point. You were a little wide-eyed, a little bit scared up until now?
Yeah, I was a 240-pound kid that came onto campus, and you see Cordell and Dylan, and they're both 300 pounds, and you're just kind of like, oh boy, what's gonna come of me the next couple of years? But they were really, really helpful. They toughened you up, they get you ready for these moments, and so it was just kind of it was a great experience.
Yeah, I bet. Now you come in here now, and it looks like that right tackle spot's going to be yours. Did you approach fall camp a little bit differently, or maybe was the focus a little bit clearer, or did that change at all? I know one thing Cody Monk told me was he says, well, it's not like we're filling one spot. I feel like everybody's kind of trying to have an audition again.
Right. It elevates everybody's play, knowing that there is that open position. Jalen Sundell, Jake Rock, Ray Zabel, we're all kind of taking reps at that position just to it's just going to further make every one of us better, whether it's whoever's starting at that position or whoever's taking reps there. It just drives each and every one of us to be better at our position. So.
Yep. Coach N said this yesterday in his press conference about how this week – I think that it's good to have the focus on an opponent. You've kind of been beating on each other for 2 or 3 weeks here, and it just seems like it just helps the mindset of everybody knowing you've got somebody else you're focused on except yourself.
Right. The thing that gets said every day at practice is the Bison don't play the Bison. But when you're out there grinding against each other, that seems like the only people that you play is the Bison. So yeah, it's nice to have a game plan against somebody else and just have that in the future that we will be able to play somebody that's not wearing green or gold. So.
Yep. Do you look at obviously that FBS game in Arizona? That's for a lot of you guys. That's going to be a new experience.
Right. I don't even think that's on the mind of a lot of people right now. We're just focused on Drake. There's a movie called Any Given Sunday, and, it's Any Given Saturday. So we have to face a team that we play on Saturday, and, after that we can start thinking about other games. So.
All right, sounds good. Coming into how about some of the guys that I imagine there'll be a lot of guys that are going to get some snaps here as well. Some of those younger guys coming in. What are some of the things you're instilling in them, and what have you seen from the progression from day one until this week?
Right. It's just things that Cordell taught me and older guys taught me. You need to be a tough guy. You can't be a soft guy out there playing O-line here. So just kind of toughen them up. They're still pretty soft, but that everybody's a little bit soft when they first come here. So just toughen them up and helping them with their technique. Your first year is kind of a whirlwind. You're getting everything thrown at you. So just kind of helping them along and just making sure that they know what the standard is here.
I'd imagine Coach Kramer, how much is he's impacted your life?
When I first got here, Coach told me that Cordell gained a pound or two every single week that he was here until he was 315 pounds. So that kind of gave me a goal to strive for. I don't think I quite did that, but, I put on probably 50, 60 pounds since I've been here. And, Coach Kramer has really been on my butt, eating right, it's really easy to put on fat, but it's harder to put on muscle, especially when you're doing it in that quantity of weight. So just coach's advice and, him just putting me in the right situations with the right weights and the right, just ideas to eat. And so, I think Coach Kramer he does wonders with everybody that comes here. So,
Mason, a good conversation. I'll wish the best to you coming up this weekend and in the season.
Thank you very much.